Hello guys, Bear here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Before I begin this video, I am proud to announce that I will be joining TCG Players Partner Program. So, if you're in the market for product and singles and you want to support my channel, make sure to use my affiliate link in the description below. Alright, on to the video. Alright, look, so I know the question that everybody's asking is
Why? Why?
Alright, so let me tell you why. Alright, so let's start off by talking about Golden Land Forever. This is probably the most controversial card in the deck in terms of the ratios that you should be playing at. You have people playing it at 1, at 2, at 3, even some people playing it at 0. So although the card is searchable, you rarely ever want to search it because it's just not optimal. Usually you'll either want to search your Golden Boy or you'll want to search one of the other Golden Land spells or traps that are either A, going to banish you something, or B, going to destroy something on the field. Your board also never really feels optimal for this card. So usually the situation will be you'll have like Golden Land Forever, either Conquistador or Huaquero alongside it, and then you'll have your Golden Boy like in defense or attack or whatever. But the thing is, the line of play is never optimal. Like if you want to negate something, you're gonna have to tribute your Golden Boy typically, and then if you don't have Scarlet set or White Elixir, you basically just have another dead set card in Huaquero or Conquistador. It's just a vanilla at that point that's just going to body block a direct attack. And you're just not going to be able to utilize the card to its full ability. And the other thing that makes it feel so suboptimal is that it doesn't have another effect in the graveyard like your other Golden Land traps do. Alright, so now let's talk about Time Thief Retrograde. The big negative with this card in comparison to Golden Land Forever is that you do not get a monster effect negate, but you still get a spell trap negate, which is crucial in almost every matchup. And also, it's searchable off a one card rank 4 setup, which we're going to get into right after. And the other thing is, whatever you negate, you actually get to attach it to Redoer, which either nets you a free draw or it lets you spin a card to the top of the deck. So going back to that one card rank 4 setup that I just mentioned, the card I was talking about is Time Thief Regulator. This is now your primary normal summon of the deck. So, Regulator tributes himself to summon 2 Time Thieves monsters with different names from your deck in defense position. From here, you want to go into Redoer using those 2 monsters. However, a different line of play is open depending on your matchup. So, you can also go into Dweller or you can go into Baguska if it calls for it. The key summon here off of Regulator is Time Thief Winder. Time Thief Winder is the card that will let you search for a Time Thief card, in this case, your Counter Trap. Regulator also has a floating effect, which is, when an Xyz monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. This can be great for extending your next play or for serving as a body block so you can live to see another turn. Moving on, I want to take some time to discuss Gamma. So this card is already pretty good in Eldlich, and was seeing a little bit of play here and there. But now, this card becomes infinitely better with a Time Thief engine. You already have a lot of cards that warrant out Ash Blossom bait, such as Pot of Extravagance, Cursed Eldland, and Scarlet Sanguini. Now, you also have Time Thief Regulator. Gamma requires that you have no monsters on your field to activate its effect, which is why Regulator is so good. In case you didn't already know, Regulator tributes himself for cost, which puts him off of the field and makes your Gamma live. There's also a lot of outplay potential in this deck because your opponent may believe they're safely negating one of your effects, but realistically, you just baited them to drop Gamma on them. There are also a lot of ways to make a seemingly dead Gamma live in your hand. For example, if you have Redoer, you can use Redoer's effect to banish him off of your field until the end phase, and bam! Just like that, you temporarily control no monsters on your field. Alright guys, and with that, we're wrapping up the theory portion of the video. Let's get into a replay so I can show you this thing in action, and after that, a deck profile to follow. Alright, so we did end up winning rock, paper, scissors, so we will choose to go first. Our opponent in this game is going to be playing Subterror, and his opening hand looks pretty good. So he has Pot of Extravagance, Final Battle, Ash Blossom, Guru, and Nemesis Archer. In our opening hand, doesn't look as great. We have Bezel Ship, Eldlich the Golden Lord, Summon Limit, Cyframe Driver, and Elixir of White Destiny. So, we're going to set our Bezel Ship, set Summon Limit, set White Destiny, and pass our turn. Our opponent is going to draw into Hidden City, which is a phenomenal draw for them. They're going to activate Pot of Extravagance. It's going to resolve because we don't have Ash. They're going to draw into another Pot of Extravagance and a Ghost Ogre. They're going to activate Hidden City, searching the Fiendness, which is kind of telling that they probably already have access to Guru at this point. Our opponent is going to... Oh, no, sorry. I am going to activate White Destiny, special summoning my Golden Lord, because I know that if I don't do it now, there's a good chance that if I try to do it later, it might get negated. So our opponent is going to normal summon Nemesis Archer, proceed into battle phase, and swing into our Bezel ship. Probably wasn't expecting that. They're going to go into main phase 2, set final battle, and end their turn. We draw into Time Thief Regulator, which isn't too bad because we have a Time Thief Vessel ship on field. So even though we control monsters, we still have access to a rank 4 play. We're going to banish White Destiny from our graveyard, setting Conquistador just to have a pop on the field. And then we're going to proceed to normal summon Regulator. Now we're going to go into Redoer to hopefully get a spell off the top of the deck and draw into something useful. Maybe even bait the negate, who knows. But yeah, we're going to go into main phase, activate Redoer effect. Our opponent chains Ghost Ogre. And from there, we're going to chain Redoer, banish it from our field, and protect him so he can come back in the end phase. Our opponent is going to activate Pot of Extravagance for turn again. They're going to draw into Terraforming and Solemn Strike. They're going to set the Guru, activate Hidden City to flip up Guru, and they're going to proceed to search. They end up searching Umastrix. Is that how you say it? Umastrix? Yeah, whatever. Because they already have the Phoenix in hand, so they have the negate, and they're just going to continue setting up their hand until they can probably blow me out. So, at this point, our opponent goes into battle phase again, and since she controls a Guru monster... Oh, sorry, no, that's not what he's going to do. Sorry, it's not face down. He's going to activate Final Battle, increasing the attack, and then he's going to swing with Guru directly. He's going to proceed to set Solemn Strike, set Final Battle. Now he has 2 of them. And in the end phase, we're going to get Redoer back. So now for turn, we're going to draw into Guardian of the Golden Land. We're going to attempt to activate Redoer's effect in the standby phase, and our opponent's going to change Solemn Strike and just like, yikes. And, well, at this point, there's just nothing we can do. So, siding done, we're moving on to game number 2. This time, we opt to go second because our sideboard, I didn't really think there was anything advantageous that I could side going in first. I sided in Cosmics and I believe Evenlies. I don't think I sided anything else in unless maybe I put in a Pankratops. So, for the opening hands, we have Eldlich of Scarlet Sanguini, we have Cosmic Cyclone, we have Evenly Matched, and we have Cursed Eldland with another copy of Scarlet Sanguini. Our opponent opened up Final Battle, Silent Graveyard, whoa, Subterra Venus, Trapstone, whoa, and Heavy Storm Duster. So, they're going to proceed to set the Trapstone, set the Heavy Storm Duster, and set the Final Battle with the Silent Graveyard. I guess he wasn't really scared of Evenly, even though he didn't have Solemn Judgment or anything. Well, he has Trapstone, but yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. Alright, so we go into main phase 1. Obviously, we have the Evenly Match, so if he does have the Judgment, now is the time to bait it out. We're going to go into battle phase, and battle phase, activate Evenly. Boy, Trapstone! Can you imagine my reaction when I saw this the first time? Who's playing Trapstone in 2020 anyways? Yeah, so that's dead. But the thing here is it also kills off his Heavy Storm Duster and Final Battle. So we're going to activate Eldland. We're going to search for our Golden Boy. And we're going to proceed to try to clear the rest of his field. We're going to send Scarlet Sanguini because we already have another copy in hand with our Golden Boy to target one of his sets. And we're going to target the Storm Duster. Now, I think he jokingly activated it, but I think we're both aware that he can't because of Trapstone. And now, you just got a 50-50 at this point. Cosmic Cyclone, get rid of a possibly another problematic card in the field. And we end up hitting the Final Battle. Let's go. Alright. So now, at this point, I'm using Lich's effect to get him from the graveyard. And, whoa, Silent Graveyard. I definitely didn't see that coming when I was playing. He pitches his Venus, and you know what? I'm not feeling too bad about this because now I get to activate my Sanguini that I pitched to the graveyard. I get to set myself a Conquistador, which is going to pop whatever he gets, if he gets the field spell, yeah, good luck. You're not searching off of that. So I'm setting Conquistador, setting Scarlet, and I am passing. Our opponent sets one face down, and that's it. In the end phase, we're going to activate Scarlet Sanguini, bring out our Golden Lord, and yeah, we're going to draw for turn. Now, we're just going to go straight into the battle phase, attack directly, and would you look at that, it's Guru. Well, heck of a draw, but unfortunately at this point, I don't think it's going to do too much for him. He's going to activate Guru effect, he's going to search Nemesis Archer, and we're just going to go into main phase 2, activate Eldland, and we're going to search copy of Hawquero. We search Hawquero because we already have Conquistador, and this way we can set Hawquero, and even if he can't do anything productive next turn, we can use both of these, and we can go into a rank 5 play on our next turn, going into Constellar Pleiades, bouncing whatever he has, and hopefully swinging for game. So, let's see. We pass turn, our opponent draws into Fiendus. Not the best. He's going to set Nemesis Archer, and he's going to pass turn. In our end phase, we're going to activate Sanguini. We are going to set Guardian of the Golden Land. After that, we're going to proceed to activate both of our set traps. We're going to... What's this? Banish Guru? Yeah, it doesn't do anything. We're just trolling at this point. So we're going to draw for turn, drawing into Bezel Ship. We're going to overlay into Constellar Pleiades. We're going to proceed to bounce his set, and at this point our opponent just scoops, because really, what can you do at that point? Now, it's time for that all-important Game 3. Our opponent is going to opt to go first. The opening hands are going to be for him, 1 copy of Called by the Grave, 1 copy of Pot of Extravagance, 1 copy of Trapstone, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, and 1 Hidden City. For our opening hand, we're going to open up Eldland, Sanguini, another Eldland, another Sanguini, and 1 copy of Regulator. So, our opponent is going to start off with Pot of Extravagance. He's going to draw into a 2nd copy of Ash and a copy of Fiendus. Not too bad. He's going to proceed to activate Hidden City. He's going to search himself Subterra Guru. He's going to set Guru, activate Hidden City to flip Guru, and with that, he is going to search another copy of Fiendus. Whoa. He's going to set 2, and he is going to pass. So for our turn, we draw Conquistador, and So I proceed to activate Eldland. My opponent lets it go through, surprisingly. Ah, he had Ash Blossom. Cool, cool, cool. So at this point, I don't want to waste my Regulator, because I know he has the Fiendus in hand, and he's just going to negate it. Why would I just waste a card like that? So we're going to proceed to set Scarlet, set Conquistador, and we're going to pass. Our opponent draws into Takobo. Whew, this is not looking too good for me, is it? So, he's going to switch Guru into battle phase, attack directly. Yikes. We take 16, our opponent sets Takobo, and he passes. Now, we draw into Elixir of Black Awakening. I think there's some things we can probably do here. Alright, so now I activate Cursed Eldland. My opponent proceeds to Ash again. Cool. So we baited 1 hand trap yet. Even though we were trying to bait the Fiendus and we didn't get there yet, we still have ways to get there. Now we're going to activate Sanguini, Scarlet, whatever you want to call it. Our opponent's going to Fiendus. And now at this point, yeah, he has 3 back row, but we're pretty confident because we know Fiendus is turned off for the turn. So now we proceed to normal summon Time Thief Regulator. We're going to activate his effect. He's going to chain to Kobo. Oh, okay, well, looks like we just can't catch a break this game. But, luckily enough, Winder and Bezel Ship are both different types. We have 1 Psychic, 1 Machine, so we're okay for now. We're going to activate Winder's effect. We're going to search for another Regulator because even though we do have access to the counter trap, we can't really utilize it because we can't go into Redoer. Because Redoer is a Psychic, Winder's a Psychic, can't attempt to go into him. So, we are going to overlay for a Baguska. And realistically, I didn't think it was going to put in work, but as you'll see, it puts in work. So, now we're going to activate our Elixir Black Awakening just to get our Golden Boy in the field, which is going to make our Conquistador live. We're going to set 1, and we are going to pass. Our opponent draws into Final Battle, sets 1, and whoa, pass. Alright, I'll take it. Now, unfortunately for turn, I draw into my 3rd copy of Eldland. Usually, I would be pretty happy about seeing that card, but right now, not so much. So for standby phase, we mandatory have to detach for Baguska. Now, we're going to activate Eldland in our main phase. We are going to search for a copy of Eldlich the Golden Lord. After that, we're going to proceed to activate Golden Lord's effect in the hand. And we're going to try to get this to combo off of the field. Luckily, it does leave the field. And now, we're going to activate Bezelship's effect in the graveyard to try to special summon him. But our opponent chains Final Battle, flipping up the Guru. And the chain resolves. But now we have Bezelship and our opponent... Interesting. Did he not search off the Guru? No, he does. Okay, yeah, we're chaining. We're chaining. Yeah, sorry, I had that backwards. So, we summoned the Bezelship. Our opponent activates Guru. We're going to chain Conquistador, and our opponent will chain Trapstone. Whoa, they have Trapstone again? Jeez. Okay, I guess, well, you take your L's when you get them. Yeah, so our opponent is going to search the Umastrix. And, what do we do here? We normal summon Regulator. We gotta go into... okay. Yeah, I see what happened here. So, we were both temporarily confused. Baguska is still on the field. Even though he doesn't have the materials, Guru's effect still can't be activated because Baguska does not need to have materials in order for his effect to be active. So our opponent is forced to put back the Umastrix. So we're going to normal summon Regulator, and we are going to go into Redoer. Now, even though we can't use Redoer's effect on our opponent's next turn, we're still setting up our board for when Baguska has to leave in our next standby phase. So we're going to banish the Black Awakening, set another Conquistador. We're gonna banish Scarlet, set Guardian of the Golden Land, and we are going to pass. Now our opponent unfortunately can't do anything since Baguska is still on the field, and he's going to proceed to pass again. We draw into Gamma, which isn't live right now, but it's okay. Now it's standby phase. Baguska has to leave, and our Redoer is live. We're going to activate Redoer's effect in the standby phase. We're going to get a copy of Super Polymerization. Whoa. And now we're going to activate Redoer's effect. Our opponent allows us to draw the card, and whoa, we draw it to Cosmic Cyclone. That is a clutch draw at this point. We're going to proceed into main phase. We're going to activate Eldland's effect, and we're going to search another copy of Golden Lord. Now, we're going to proceed to activate Golden Lord's effect in the hand, targeting the Guru to try to get him off the field. But our opponent changed Call by the Grave. But whoa, wait a second. We have Scarlet Sanguini. And fortunately, this card does not target, so whichever card that our opponent targeted with Call by the Grave, we are just going to special summon it back. And thankfully, since Call by the Grave didn't hit the Golden Lord that we activated in hand, we still get to resolve it, and we get Guru off of the field. So now, we activate Golden Lord, no, not activate, we put Golden Lord in attack, we put Time Thief Redoer in attack, and now we get the third Golden Boy from our graveyard, and we special summon him to our field. From there, our opponent just proceeds to scoop, and boom, game over. A bit of a misplay on our opponent's side there by not activating Venus in response to our Scarlet Sanguini, but hey, it happens. Maybe he was trying to save it for something else, but yeah, that's the end of that, and that's the deck. Alright, so let's go into a quick deck rundown here. We're playing 3 copies of Eldlich the Golden Lord, 2 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Nibiru, 3 Gamma followed by the 1 Driver, 2 copies of Bezelship, 3 copies of Regulator, 2 copies of Winder, 1 Elixir of White Destiny, 3 Pot of Extravagance, 3 Cursed Eldland, 3 Elixir of Black Awakening, 3 Elixir of Scarlet Sanguini, 1 copy of Guardian of the Golden Land, 3 copies of Conquistador of the Golden Land, 2 copies of Hawquero, 3 copies of Summon Limit, and to round out the main deck, 1 copy of Time Thief Retrograde. For our side deck, we decided to play 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 3 copies of Evenly Matched, 3 copies of Raw Sphere Mode, 3 copies of DD Crow, 2 copies of Lava Golem, and 1 copy of Pancratops. Last, for our extra deck, we have 1 copy of Omega, 1 copy of Dweller, 1 copy of Baguska, 3 copies of Redoer, 2 Libe, 3 Gustav, 1 Shark Fortress, and to round it off, we have 3 copies of Constellar Pleiades. Alright, so let me know what you guys thought about the deck down in the comments below. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and that's Bear signing off.